We welcome you here where we try to extend healthy lives in an NLM economy. Are you having a bad time sleeping, waking up each morning on the wrong side of the bed? Do you have the feeling that when you were younger you had qualitative better sleep? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's because you are aging. And do not worry, I have a solution for you that worked amazingly for me, and it's backed up by science. When it comes to myths about sleep, and contrary to popular opinion, older people don't need less sleep than the average person. According to research, in fact, older adults require about the same amount of sleep as a younger adult. The National Sleep Foundation guidelines advise that people over 65 should get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. It's well known that aging affects sleep, even though not all people experience the same sleep disruption as they get older, but most do and complain about their sleep quality. Researchers have found several common sleep disturbances in older adults. 1. Sleep schedule shift. All people have circadian rhythms. It's a biological clock that changes during the day. As people get older, this biological clock can shift, which is called a phase advance or a phase delay. This phase advance or phase delay is a phase shift in the circadian rhythms, which means that the bedtime and wake-up time will move earlier or later in the day. Many older adults experience the phase shift advance and get tired earlier in the afternoon and wake up earlier in the morning. 2. Disturbed nights. Research has shown that as people age, changes are experienced in their sleep architecture. Sleep occurs in 5 stages: wake, N1, N2, N3, and REM. Stage N1 to N3 are considered non-rapid eye movement sleep, also known as NREM, and each stage defines a progressively deeper sleep. Approximately 75% of sleep is spent in the NREM stage, with the majority of it in the N2 stage. Older adults spend more time in the earlier stages of sleep and less time in the later, deeper stages. These shifts may contribute to older people waking up more often during the night and having more disturbed, less rest during sleep. 3. Fatigue. During aging, insufficient physical activity and deterioration of physical function also results in fatigue. This symptom frequently occurs among the elderly and has been complained by almost 50% of them. Fatigue is strongly associated with not only dullness and depression, but also cognitive dysfunction and sleep disturbance. Tips for getting more sleep? If you're having trouble sleeping, I have a few techniques that could help you out. 1. Set time. Wake up the same hour every day and exercise and eat meals at set times to help get sleep back on track. 2. Exercise. Check with your doctor to see what type of activity is best for you and then get out and do it. You might want to do it early in the day though, so it doesn't keep you up at night. A little sunlight each day can make a big difference too. 3. Keep cool. Keep your bedroom on the cool side and turn off all the lights and electronics. Try to teach your brain that bedroom is for sleeping. 4. Routine. Anything that relaxes you, a warm shower, a few moments of praying and meditation, or just a good book will do wonders. 5. Get out of bed. If you're tossing and turning after a few minutes, get out of bed and do something relaxing. Just don't turn on anything with a bright screen. 6. See your doctor. Some medication or certain medical problems can interrupt sleep. Only then your doctor can adjust the timing, dose, or switching to alternative medication. But what if nothing works? Often people follow these techniques for a few days just to realize it's not working. From a biologist's point of view, it makes sense that the majority will not experience better sleep. because we are not treating the main cause, which is aging. The function of human tissue and organs deteriorate gradually with aging. And cellular damage and stress also leads to cell senescence, which further contributes to dysfunction in various tissues. In addition, oxidants produced by the mitochondria accumulate alongside aging, causing oxidative damage, which further accelerates the aging of cells and tissues. All these processes together results in fatigue, which is closely associated with bad sleep quality. Alright, but what does it actually mean? Well, my friends, all it means is that as you age, your cell experience a hard time coping with daily operations. All cells need a lot of maintenance, so inside the cell, the enzymes known as the workforce are overworked, stressed out, and confused. When this happens during aging, you as a human feel it like chronic fatigue. This chronic fatigue could be solved by rejuvenating the cells. But you might wonder how. First, let us take the map with a few chemical processes that are known to happen inside your cell. If you zoom in on a special molecule named NMN, also known as nicotinamide mononucleotide, you will see that this molecule is a direct precursor of NAD+ and NADP+, which are natural coenzymes playing a vital role in vivo redox reactions. What I'm trying to explain here is that this NMN molecule is very important during energy transport inside the cell, which means that all the energy used by the cell is facilitated through these kind of molecules. So you can imagine that when there's not enough energy in the cell, cells will start losing their function. And that's exactly what recently has been discovered. Researchers have found that these molecules decrease during aging, which actually means that a cell has less energy to cope with daily operations. So they started giving adult mice NMN supplements, and they found that indirectly it increased NAD+ level, which makes sense because NMN is the precursor of NAD+. More interestingly, these mice became as young and fit as the younger adult mice. And on top of that, they also found that these mice lived way longer than their siblings in the control group. So researchers got excited and started digging deeper and found also some positive benefits in humans too. Most importantly, all human clinical trials have shown that NMN supplements are safe for humans to take. I want to give you a recap. So not all molecules are created equally, and NMN happens to be a very important molecule regulating a lot of processes in the cell. During aging, this molecule declines, and it seems that adding NMN to your daily supplement routine will bring these levels up and help the cells to function properly, which indirectly helps you to have better night sleeps, decrease your chronic fatigue, and makes you so happy that you spontaneously start feeling amazing and plan to start living again. But some people would argue that we should accept that we're getting older and that it's all part of life, which of course is definitely true because it's fine to get older. I agree, but not with chronic fatigue and long dreadful nights. So for example, when you're in pain, we take painkillers, obviously, yeah? But have you ever heard someone say, no, you should suffer because it's part of life? It just doesn't make sense. So with NMN, it seems that we can get older with a good night's sleep and enough energy during the day to go out and start living again. I think we are here on Earth to love, explore, wonder, solve the riddles of life and make planet Earth a better place. I do agree with people who argue that you should stay away from sleeping pills, because hypnotic medications used to solve sleep disorder may cause harmful side effects. Therefore, also the American Geriatric Society recommends that older adults should avoid sleeping pills. Luckily, NMN is not a sleeping pill, it's a molecule already in your cells in high quantities. Look at it as oxygen. Just like oxygen, NMN is very important to stay alive. Without NMN and the precursor NAD+, you would die in a few minutes, since these NAD+ NMN levels decline as you age. It makes total sense to try to restore your NMN levels. But since NMN is a very expensive molecule to make, it's quite hard to find a brand that sells pure NMN. At Cellium, we used to be in the stem cell business. But since we couldn't find a reliable brand that sold NMN, we decided to source it ourselves. Test, and test it again and sell it for a reasonable price. So we can guarantee 99% pure NMN. Sometimes we receive questions from our customers like when during the day to take NMN to increase sleep quality. I can imagine that it's unclear when to take NMN, but luckily for us, there has been a clinical trial conducted in Japan where they investigated the effects of the time-dependent intake of NMN on sleep quality, fatigue, and physical performance in older adults. It was a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, and they evaluated 108 participants. In this study, they concluded that NMN prevented the loss of physical performance and improved fatigue in older adults, including sleep quality. They also concluded that NMN intake in the afternoon effectively improved lower limb function and reduced drowsiness in older adults. Which means to benefit from NMN and improve sleep quality, you will have to take NMN in the afternoon. For those who want to know my personal experience, I'm taking NMN now for more than 6 months, and when I take 500 mg NMN as a capsule and intragastrically in the afternoon, I truly sleep better. I feel way more energetic in the morning, and I have the feeling that these nights are a little bit shorter than they used to be. In my personal opinion, there are a few parameters that could make a difference how you experience NMN. The first one is the amount of NMN taken during the day. The second one is the time during the day. And the third one is whether you take it sublingually or intragastrically. Sublingually, the powder inside the capsule are put under the tongue and go straight into the blood. Intragastrically means that it goes through the stomach, through the liver, and then into the blood. Since NMN is safe to take and everyone is different, I would advise to try different methods and stick what works for you. So that's it. Thank you for watching here where we try to extend healthy lives in an LLM economy.